Now electromagnetic radiation can be drawn in this manner. Electric field is perpendicular to magnetic field. Suppose that the direction of a electric field that is in a x direction, direction of the magnetic field that is in a y direction. But now this electromagnetic radiation will be perpendicular to the electric field, means velocity component of the electromagnetic radiation is perpendicular to electric field as well as magnetic field. Now if we see, there are different value of a electric field component. Here for example there is a greater value of a electric field oscillator or electric field component. Here there is a less value of a electric field. Now we can say that the pure rotational spectra, if we study the pure rotational spectrum of a different specimen, then it will be typically in far infrared region as of the electromagnetic spectrum. Here if we consider diatomic molecule, for example mass of the diatomic molecule, first atom, mass of the first atom is m1, mass of the second atom is represented by m2. Further, the distance between the two masses m1 and m2, that is represented by r. Center of mass, suppose that mass of the first particle is greater than the mass of the second particle. So mass m1 is massive in a compared to mass m2, and that's why that the center of mass is not a nearer to mass m2, but it is a nearer to mass m1. So this is the center of mass. Now distance is measured from the mass m1, and this distance of a mass m1 to the center of mass, that is represented by r1. Distance between the center of mass to the mass m2, that is represented by r2. So from this figure we can say that r is equal to r1 plus r2. Further, from the simple theorem on a center of gravity that indicates that m1 r1 is equal to m2 r2. So we have basically two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Now if we want to calculate the value of a r1, so r1 is equal to capital R m2 upon m1 plus m2. Similarly, r2 is equal to capital R m1 upon m1 plus m2. Here r1 and r2, this both are the distance of a mass m1 from the center of mass and mass m2 from the center of mass. Further, moment of inertia I is equal to m1 r1 square, and that is also equal to m2 r2 square. Now by putting the value of m1 from the earlier equation, so moment of inertia I, that is equal to r square m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2. and that is equal to I is equal to mu r square. Here mu is known as reduced mass. Reduced mass is represented by mu. Capital R is the distance between the two masses m1 and m2. m1 is a mass, first mass, m2 is a second mass, and we are talking about the diatomic molecule case. Further, omega is called angular velocity, and omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Angular velocity or angular frequency means distance that will be measured in radian or a degree. Capital T is known as periodic time. Further, omega can be written as phi pi by I, and that is equal to mh upon 2 pi I. So omega can be written by this manner. Further, kinetic energy, if we are talking about the linear motion, kinetic energy can be written as a half mv square. This is the value of a kinetic energy for the linear motion. But if we are talking about the kinetic energy for a rotational motion, so instead of linear motion, we are going to discuss the rotational motion. So for a rotational motion, ER is equal to half I omega square. So ER is the kinetic energy of the rotating molecule. So that is equal to half I mr square h by 2 pi I square, and that is equal to mr square h square by 8 pi square I. Here value of a mr should be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. So mr is can be written as a 0, 1, 2 like that of a natural number. It is the set of a natural number. Further, if energy level, higher energy level is represented by E2, lower energy level is represented by E1. So there are two energy level that we are discussing. Lower energy level is represented by E1, higher energy level is represented by E2. Now what happens? If electromagnetic radiation having the energy HF or having the energy H mu is given to the molecule, then what happens? Atom is available in a ground state. If atom is available in a ground state, this atom will absorb the energy. If this atom is absorbing the energy, it will make a transition from a lower energy level to the higher energy level. So this is called absorption. Similarly, what happens in a physics or in a basic science? We know that atom can never be available for a longer time in a excited state. So after a particular time, this atom will make a transition from higher energy level to the lower energy level. So the difference here, E1 and E2, these are actually rotational energy E2. E1 is known as rotational energy E1. So if we are getting the differences between the rotational energy 1 to the rotational energy 2, then this equation or this situation is the interaction between the mass to the energy. So this is the basic interaction, and from this interaction we can write that ER1 minus ER2, that is equal to H mu R. So differences between the two energy level, two rotational energy levels can be represented as a energy H mu R. Further, the value of this H mu R that has been calculated, and finally the value of a mu R that is equal to H square upon 8 pi square I mr1 plus mr2 delta mr. Here delta mr is selected as a plus or minus 1. Here positive sign indicates absorption, negative sign indicates emission. So if atom or molecule is making a transition from lower energy level ER1 to energy level ER2, this is called absorption. So this energy is being absorbed. So with respect to this molecule, energy is gained by the molecule. So this is indicated by the positive sign. If opposite manner is being takes place, means atom is already in a higher energy level ER2 and then it is making a transition to the lower energy level, then atom or molecule is losing its own energy, and that's why that this is called emission. And in a point of the molecule, this energy is lost by molecule, so it is represented by negative sign. Further, mu r is equal to h square by 8 pi square I mr plus 1. So this is the basic formula which indicates that the vibrational energy or rotational energy can never be having the continuous value. This value are always in a discrete manner. Further, if we see the vibrational energy, energy associated with the vibration as well as rotation, that is equal to, it is the sum of vibrational energy that is represented by EV, rotational energy that is represented by ER, and sum of the vibrational and rotational energy that is the EVR. Further, frequency mu can be represented by 1 upon 2 pi root K by M. Here mu is known as the frequency generated by molecule. M is the mass of the atom. Further, suppose that mass of the atom is M1, mass of the first atom is M1, mass of the second atom is M2. These two masses are attached by this bond, and the bond means this situation of the diatomic molecule can be represented by mass M1 and mass M2, both are connected by the spring. If we are talking about the spring having a spring constant K. Further, this mass M1 and mass M2 is making simple harmonic motion. So then we are able to substitute the law which were actually originated from the mass M1 and mass M2, and for a spring that can be given to the mass M1 and M2 of a diatomic molecule. Further, vibrational energy EV that is also given EV is equal to mv plus half h mu 0. Here mv value, these are starting from 0, 1, 2 up to infinite. Theoretically it is infinite. Here it is known that these atoms are making simple harmonic motion. The reason why this motion exhibited by m1 and m2 is called simple harmonic motion, the reason is that frequency is a function of a amplitude, or if frequency is being changed, amplitude is being changed. So frequency varies with the amplitude, and that's why the reason of this mass m1 and mass m2, and this both are making a simple harmonic motion. So by this way, EV is equal to mv plus half h mu 0 minus mv plus half square x h mu 0. X is a measure of harmonicity or harmonicity factor. So h mu 0 can be found out. So mu is equal to mu 0 mv dash minus mv double dash. Here vibrational state, first vibrational state is represented by mv dash, second vibrational state is represented by mv double dash. Here mv double dash means it is a excited vibrational state, and mv dash means it is the ground or normal vibrational state. So now E vibration plus E rotation can be given by the mv plus half h mu